Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ChasePacks. In today's video, we are covering all 36 secret rares from the Ninja Spinner set out of Japan, releasing March 13th. In this set, there are 83 main set cards, 36 secret rares that have just been revealed. We're going to hop on Poke Beach, check out some of these cards. At the end of the video, as soon as I saw the Ninja Spinner and as soon as I saw that it was going to feature Greninja, I thought, can Greninja carry a set in the climate we have going on in Pokemon today? We get a lot of banger sets featuring a lot of really, really cool Pokemon. So the question I'll get into at the end is, can Greninja carry a set nowadays? But first, let's check out these secret rares. Thank you, Poke Beach. You are a godsend. They always have the latest news with all of the secret rares featured on the site. But here we go. Chespin. Good looking art. I always forget that Chespin's even a Pokemon until I see it in a set, which I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. Finnegan, not a bad looking card. Really small picture there, kind of hard to see, to be honest. The Froakie looks great. Obviously, the Froakie line's awesome with Greninja being the final evolution. The Frogadier, this is up there from the ones I've seen so far for my favorite illustration rare. Really, really good looking card. The Ampharos, this along with the Tauros was leaked, what was that, like 3-4 days ago maybe? But this is a nice looking card as well. The Xerneas, probably this and the Froakie, probably my two favorite IRs I've seen from this set. It kind of reminds me of the Magikarp from Paldea Evolve with like the black background there and like the colors popping off in front of that. This is a really good looking card. This is going to be up there for a chase card for me. This is really good. This one, I could see this one being sneaky good in the future. The Claydol, that's a really good looking picture, actually. Good high quality picture of it. Good looking card. Looks nice. The Crobat, not bad. Not bad looking card. I pulled the special illustration rare Crobat from Destined Rivals. It's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. But that's a good looking card as well. The Metang, not a bad looking card either. Reminds me, well, as soon as you see it, reminds me of Steven's Metagross, but that's a good quality picture as well. That's a good looking card. The Sligo, sorry. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, just the Pokemon. Here's the thing. Nowadays, when you see the artwork on these cards, almost always is very, very good. The artwork is always good. So nowadays for me, it just comes down to, do I like the Pokemon or not? Kind of just determines whether I like the card or not. Because I can appreciate all of the art on all of these cards. But, you know, Sliggoo, it is what it is. The Tauros, again, we got that leaked 3 or 4 days ago. Good looking card, though. The Watchog, not bad. A full art Beedrill out of nowhere. Whatever. It's a Gym 1 Pokemon. Pretty cool. The Mega Pyroar. I like these full arts. I like how they're doing the full arts nowadays. They get the Mega Pyroar in the front, the regular Pyroar silhouetted in the back. Again, the full arts have been looking good lately, so not too bad. Mega Greninja, yeah, looks great. Looks great. One's upside down, one's upright. It's cool. It looks cool. The Mega Floette, not bad. Like the color schemes on that. The Gourgeist, it's Gourgeist is like whatever as a Pokemon for me, and this quality of this picture is not doing that card any justice either. The Cobalion, really like Cobalion as a Pokemon. Again, it's not the greatest picture, but this is a cool looking full art. I like the blues on my Pokemon cards, so that looks pretty good. The Mega Dragalge, always hard for me to say, Dragalge. Again, not too bad. Dragalge is a Pokemon, but pretty cool. Cinccino, I feel like everybody likes Cinccino. They got an energy retrieval here, a jumbo ice cream, a special red card, tool scraper, AZ's Tranquility. Kind of liking the vibe of this card. I've been finding myself liking like these darker themed cards lately. That looks pretty cool. Felipe, we have a Roxy's Performance, and Emma, really good quality picture of the Emma secret right there as well. Surfing Beach, this is a really cool card. Just great artwork on it, really. Prism Tower, and now we are down to the SARs, special art rares. I guess if you don't know, special art rares are the same as our special illustration rares. SAR, SIR. It's the same thing, just Japanese does it a little different. Mega Greninja. Here it is. I was going to say we all have seen this. Most of us have seen this. This was leaked. When? I don't remember. It was a while ago. This was leaked. Somebody got their hands on on these early. Um, but this is an amazing looking card. It looks great. I put this up there with really any Greninja card that I've ever seen. I think it looks awesome. I love the blues in it. And yeah, like I said, a lot of us have seen this. They got leaked. The thing about these cards being leaked nowadays, it's like they almost always come out to be real. It's like as soon as I saw this card, I was like, I made a video on it. And you have to have a disclaimer. You're like, it's a leak. You can't really say that, you don't want to be too strong about whether it's real or not. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, that thing's real. That's gonna be in Ninja Spinner. And it was, but it's a beautiful looking card. Like I said, I put that up there with any Greninja card I think I've ever seen. Looks amazing. The Mega Floette, really small picture here, but again, the dark theme on this card, I like it. I like it. I do like it. Like I said, Floetta, and you get into these sets like Perfect Order, like they don't have like banger featured Pokemon, at least in my opinion. So they're just not going to hit like like a Destined Rivals, like a Prismatic, Ascended Heroes. They just don't have that firepower, which is okay. Not every set has to be an Ascended Heroes Prismatic level set. The Mega Dragalge, I'm not gonna lie, this artwork looks great. It looks great, and it kind of reminds me of the Mega Gengar from Mega Dream and Ascended Heroes. I wonder who the artist is. I wonder if it's the same artist because, yeah, just the way that they've depicted this card, drew this card, really reminds me of it a lot. Like especially this lower part down here. Um, that's a really cool art. I wouldn't mind pulling that, to be honest. The Cinccino, not a Mega Cinccino, regular Cinccino EX SAR. Outside of the Mega Greninja, this is probably my chase for the special illustration rares. This looks really, really good. I like that a lot. We have AZ's Tranquility. Not bad. Colors pop off the card. Roxy's Performance for our last SAR. A little like a throwback vibe there. A little retro color vibe there. And then, last but not least, the Mega Greninja EX Hyper Rare Gold card. Now, this looks great. I've said multiple times now that I think the gold cards from the Mega Evolution era are the best looking gold cards we've ever gotten. I think this and the Dragonite from Ascended Heroes are probably my two favorite. And honestly, I think this is my favorite gold card I've seen yet. Ninja Spinner, Greninja chilling upside down. This is a really good looking card. I like that card a lot. Okay, speaking of Greninja, obviously Greninja is the featured Pokemon in this set. So what I did is I brought up some of my favorite and some of the top performing Greninja cards we have seen as of late. So of course we brought up the SIR from Twilight Masquerade. Gorgeous card. Kind of kicked off. Well, I shouldn't say kicked off. This was the first big chase card from the SV era. When Twilight Masquerade dropped, this Greninja card was put out in the public from Pokemon, and like I said, the biggest chase card of the SV era during its time there. 277 market price, down about 9% on the 3-month chart. Let's see what the high was. Okay, last year, middle of December, 2 sold at 308. Not a whole lot of sales really, 2, 4, 3, but we're going down here. Got down to a low of 278 at the very beginning of February. Went back up to 288, and now we're back down. Let's see, 6 of them sold within the last 2 days at an average price of $278. Last solds on this card though, 275, 270, well, 5 essentially, 279, and a 280. We have a Chinese mint Greninja EX here. Why TCG Player does this to us, I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, this is the Greninja EX number 132 Black Star promo from Scarlet and Violet era. This card, well, for one, you'll see is on a tear, but it came out of, if I remember correctly, it came out of a special illustration box. Well, Shrouded Fable special illustration box, I'm pretty sure is what it was called. So like, again, it is a Black Star promo. Artwork is absolutely phenomenal. Up 50% on the 3-month chart. Let's look at the low. The low, middle of December last year, selling at $49 and selling pretty heavily. I mean, 24 sold, 11 sold, 9 sold. These are in like 2-day spans. right? 19 sold, 28 sold, 12 sold. And yeah, we're all the way up here. Let's see, the last 2 days, 6 items sold at an average price of $74 for this card. Last solds though, $80, $7.50, $70.51, $77, $80, $76 on the last solds for this. This is an amazing card. The more I look at this card, the more I feel like this is my favorite Greninja card I've ever seen. This is a really nice card. I hate to buy cards when they're on the upswing like this, but I'm getting really tempted to pick this card up, to be honest. I'll probably wait and see where it levels out and maybe see if it drops down a little bit. But I could see it holding this $70-ish price range from here on out, to be honest. But the Greninja Zoroark, alternate art from Unbroken Bonds. I don't know if you can technically call this as a Greninja card since it is a tag team card, but love my tag teams. Looks awesome. Market price $278. Last solds on this $253, $307, $275, and $250. The last one that sold on TCG Player was February 23rd of this year. So hasn't sold in a while. Yeah, they don't sell all that often. One, two sold, 8 sold. Little, I mean, you can call that maybe a little bit. That was 6-day span, 8 of them sold. That's pretty heavy for this card, it looks like. Excuse me. But yeah, this is an awesome card. So I brought up the Twilight Masquerade booster box the reason is because I posed the question at the beginning of the video, can Greninja carry a set in the state of the hobby that we're in? So, like I said, when Twilight Masquerade released, when the Greninja SIR released from Twilight Masquerade, it was the biggest chase card of the set. It did bump up the price of this box more than other boxes were performing, to be honest. Up about 12% on the 3-month chart for this booster box. Market price $331, but the last solds $400, $338, $335, and $339 for the Twilight Masquerade booster box. All right, guys, I have to pose the question to you. In today's climate in the Pokemon hobby, do you think that Greninja can carry a set? I think, in my personal opinion, back when Twilight Masquerade released, I think, yes, Greninja could carry a set. Kind of obvious considering it was like the biggest chase card of the era when it released. But when you think about where we're at today, Pokemon has been releasing some absolute banger sets with some banger Pokemon featured in those sets. So again, Destined Rivals, Prismatic, Ascended Heroes, and I would say Paldea Evolve. I know Paldea Evolve was before Twilight Masquerade, but man, there's, like I said, so many sets with so many awesome Pokemon in them with such great art that I don't think Ninja Spinner, aka Chaos Rising, will perform badly. I definitely think it'll perform better than Perfect Order. That's for sure. But in today's climate, I don't think you can have one Pokemon carry a set unless it's a Pokemon like Charizard, as you're seeing with Phantasmal Flames, unless it's a Pokemon like Gengar, maybe Pikachu. You know, you can get away with a couple Pokemon that can carry a set. I know Greninja is a beloved Pokemon. I know it, but in this climate, I don't think one Greninja SAR is going to keep this box performing as well as some of these other sets we're seeing, especially these specialty sets. That doesn't mean that I think this set is going to go down to MSRP. That doesn't mean that I think this set is going to go drop below $200 when Chaos Rising comes out, because I doubt it will. But just a question I wanted to pose to you guys. Greninja, can it carry a set nowadays? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. You want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.